Good day, students. We are looking at a new time in the history of education. Yes, there are persons who are involved in online education. However, we have never seen it done at such a wide scale. However, it, this mode of education can be very, very engaging. And if you allow it to, you may even find it to be something that you like. For this, the next few days, we are continuing to look at the unit kinetic and potential energy. We will be continuing with the current topic that we left off with the last time we were together. We'll be looking at measuring kinetic energy, and due to some of the responses that I saw on the end of term examination, I really think we need to revisit some of the terminology, some of the ideas, some of the theories involved in the whole process of measuring kinetic energy. We'll be moving forward with actual mathematical calculations measuring kinetic energy. You'll learn what that equation or formula is that is used to calculate kinetic energy. We're also going to be completing three activities that are a part of this topic. And as we go along, we will, I really believe, get a better understanding of what this topic really, the message that we're supposed to receive from this topic. Um, the vocabulary terms that we need to pay special attention to are the terms like it's basically just five terms that we are of utmost important. That not that we ignore anything else that might be unfamiliar, but we're going to be looking at proportional relationships. That's the term, one of the terms that we'll be paying attention to, making sure that we understand what it means and we are able to apply it to whatever situation we are addressing when we address a problem. The word slope, I know it is not necessarily a new term, but in the context of what we are doing, we want you to be able to apply that term as well, so that in a scientific as well as mathematical um, perspective, you're able to apply the term correctly. Linear relationship, which is the direct opposite of a proportional relationship, that is another vocabulary term that we're paying attention to. We need to understand what it is and how it differs from proportional relationships. What are the features of a linear relationship? What does it look like when we go to a graph? The same for proportional relationship. Now, we are also the term constant as it comes up in this topic. We have to take a look at that and make sure that we understand what it's telling us, what it means when we see it in a discussion. What does it mean when we see it in a sentence? Nonlinear relationship, that's another term related to this topic that we are going to make sure that we have a better understanding of what it is before the end of this topic. These terms will be used in the context of kinetic and potential energy for science, and you will have to apply these terms to a new feature of our learning environment, which is a discussion forum. And you will be asked to respond to questions that are posted on a discussion board. And you will also need to respond to at least two of your classmates' responses using habits of discussions. You making sure that you're addressing the person respectfully and you are expressing your ideas using habits of discussion. We have to pay attention and we have to keep in the back of our mind or even in the forefront of our mind the lesson phenomena, which is that a wrecking ball causes more damage when it's bigger or if it is swung from a further distance. We have seen and we've looked at some of these ideas that come out of our lesson phenomena, and we are going to make sure that we really cement what these ideas mean in our minds so that going forward in the future, we'll be able to use these terminologies, the vocabulary terms, as well as understand the phenomena and what it means in the broader sense, in the physical sense, in everyday life. I look forward to seeing how much progress we're going to make in this area as we discuss, as you continue to work in Google Classroom for classwork, do nows, classwork, and exit tickets. Looking forward to seeing you. Looking forward to having live classes with you online as well. And in those classes, we will have to have some rules to govern our interaction to make sure that we're being respectful of each other and making the most of the time that we have. Enjoy the rest of the classes, enjoy the lessons, pay special attention to those vocabulary terms that were mentioned, and let's see, we're going to have a good time. Enjoy.